This is Another Man's Nostalgia with John.
Touch it, it falls. There you go. Good job.
Oh my god.
Nice and close.
Oh my god.
Here.
Chris.
It's like how when you're little and you go to see the Santa at the mall, you all think they all look the same, even though they're all different. The one I went to is the actual Santa. So,
anyway, so.
And Justin.
Whether it be better equipment, whether it be merchandise, whether it be
A gold hat for myself.
a gold hat for Justin.
The episode starts now.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to Another Man's Nostalgia, where we revisit everyone's favorite shows, movies, and games from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s. And this week, we reviewed Dragonball Evolution, and it was great.
It's the
You
last
guys
episode.
You guys agree with that? It was great.
No. It was the last. This is the last episode of the live-action Trash Trilogy that we did.
Thank God, because
I'm glad it's over.
okay, hey, I'll tell you my opinion about this. I thought it was the best out of the three. That's my opinion about it.
Is that your true opinion?
That is my true
Then
opinion.
that is completely wrong.
That's it as
Okay,
incorrect.
so let's first go over some nostalgia news. Space Jam got its release date. It is coming out in July 16th, 2021.
That's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be great.
Is LeBron still?
LeBron is still starring in this movie, yes.
Huh.
This
Interesting.
movie's gonna be great.
I don't think it's gonna be very good.
You really don't think so?
No.
I think it's gonna be good. I thought the first one was really good. Do you guys agree with that? I don't remember what you guys said about it, but
I believe we
I
said
thought
it was
the first-
okay.
yeah, I thought the first one was pretty good. I don't think it's gonna be as good as the first one, just because it's such an iconic movie. But yeah. So yeah, that has a release date. It's gonna come out in 2 years. So looking forward to that.
Circling my calendar for that one. Buying my ticket early.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy that's in charge of Nintendo, he retired.
Yeah.
And guess who?
crazy.
So did you hear who took over for him?
Yes. Yes.
Bowser.
I thought that was
Dave
pretty funny.
Bowser.
Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser took
yeah.
over for Nintendo. I thought that was pretty cool. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
What are the odds that he made it up the ranks at Nintendo and his name was Bowser?
Okay.
If
So
only his name was Bowser, you know what I mean?
Or Mario.
Mario.
Mario Luigi.
Mario
Luigi Mario.
Bowser. That would have been weird. Okay, so Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone just got released. His trailer, the first trailer of it just got released, and it looked pretty good. The reboot looked really good in my opinion. There's a lot of actors and actresses that I really like that are in this show too.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to it all. Is it? I can't remember. Is it on Amazon or Hulu?
It's CBS All Access.
No, it's on CBS All Access.
Oh,
so who's
yeah.
gonna be able to watch it? That's the only thing I'm upset
that
about.
just-
Just
yeah,
make it a
that-
CBS show.
That does suck. No, that
Yeah.
does. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, they
I don't
put
know if
Star
I'm gonna
Trek
buy it.
and stuff on there to make you buy their
Just
service.
gonna pirate.
Ooh,
just
Star
gonna pirate
Trek! I'm dying to see you.
I heard
what they're
I
gonna
heard it
do
was
next
actually a
with that
pretty decent
franchise.
series.
It has Spock in it now, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they always have to put Spock in everything. Just let it go.
Yeah. Well,
Let the character just die. Let her just die. All right, so let's pause 1 second and get a word from our sponsor.
yeah.
Homebrew Tree Service has been providing the DFW area with a world-class tree care for many years. When it comes to tree services in the DFW area, you can trust them to provide quality work, low prices, friendly, and fair customer service. When you have a tree that needs to be pruned, or if you need complete removal and haul off service, you can count on them for a wide range of expert tree care. Go to www.hbtreeservice.com and sign up for a free estimate.
What would be better?
That was great.
Thanks, man.
What would be better compared to what?
What would be better than this service?
Oh, okay.
Wood.
Wood.
Wood. That's why I did
I
it.
guess wood and wood. Okay. So, did you guys read the book Dune?
Dune?
Yeah.
Did you?
D-U-N-E?
Yes. It's a very old book. It's in 1969, I believe it came out. But it's actually it's a really cool sci-fi kind of series, and like a lot of big names had just been casted for the I guess the remake of the book.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna guess this has a lot of
Josh
sand in it.
Brolin's gonna be in it. What?
This has a lot of sand in it, right?
Oh, you're good.
Oh, that was
Get it?
good.
Get it?
Oh, that was good. I'm just gonna skip right past that. Okay.
Wait, John, how pissed are the listeners going to be if I say that I enjoyed this as much as the animation, the animated one?
That's false. That is absolutely
Because at least
that's
it was only an hour
blasphemy
and a half
right
long.
there. Everyone's gonna hate you for saying that. That is
Okay, then I won't say
a
it.
terrible. You're not gonna say that.
Then I don't feel that way.
That's a terrible opinion about this.
Well, we'll see.
Okay,
Oh,
so Justin,
what's going on here?
tell the plot of this movie.
Ugh. All right, so your everyday, ordinary high schooler Goku, who's bullied, poor him, but he can beat everybody up, but he's not allowed to.
Yes.
Gets a Dragon Ball for his birthday, but he doesn't know it's a Dragon Ball, and it starts a wacky adventure after his grandpa dies, of him trying to collect them all from this evil green alien named Piccolo. And at the end, he saves the day. He turns into a monkey man. He beats up Piccolo, and everybody's happy.
Just like the TV show.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was nothing like the TV show. This didn't have a lot.
We didn't watch.
You didn't watch Dragon Ball. You didn't watch Dragon Ball.
Thank God.
Goku never went to high school, and he never got bullied. And so released April 10, 2009. It was about a month, and we would have graduated probably a month after this was released.
Yes.
I do remember seeing this in theaters.
You actually saw it in
you did?
theaters?
I did see this in theaters.
Ugh.
I was super excited about. So the way that this worked was it didn't release for critics. So some movies don't release for critics because they're afraid of the backlash that they're gonna get from just like negative publicity. And this was one of those movies that didn't want to get negative publicity, so they did not release it to critics, and still got 8th in the opening weekend of the box office.
8th isn't good.
No,
I mean,
8th
it's
is
like-
not.
No.
8th is not good. No. I didn't say 8th is a good thing. That's not what I was saying. When I saw this in theaters, I was super disappointed. I thought this was terrible. I thought the way they did it was terrible. They didn't portray any of the characters very well.
You want to know how much it earned? You want to know how much it earned in? It had a U.S. gross of $9 million over its whole run.
Yeah,
$9 million.
I'll tell you, its budget was a lot more than that.
$9 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
but no, that's
it-
probably why you knew Avatar was going to be bad, John, because you had experience with this movie. That's probably why you're
You think that's what it was?
Been here before.
a year later, I
Yeah.
yeah. No,
We all got disappointed.
It was bad. I was very disappointed. A lot of I would say 98% of fans were disappointed in this movie. The director, I don't know. It was the directors and Fox's fault that it was a lot different than the TV show. But even like the cast didn't like this movie, even though they made it. Even the writer said that he was the only reason that he made this movie was to collect a check.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. It shows.
So yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason I do this.
I don't
Oh yeah, it's to collect checks.
So
Still
I don't
haven't-
remember. Oh, good.
No, go.
I don't remember this movie like coming out. Like I don't remember anything.
Neither do I.
I remember seeing any commercials for it.
There wasn't. Yeah, they didn't market it very well.
they do a
It's-
lot of things well.
Right, it
Let's.
sucks.
No, they did not. They did not do a lot of things well. Let's be honest. This movie was. they tried to resemble it a lot towards the manga, but even the creator Toriyama, like, he hated the movie. Like, the creator of the manga, he said that this movie was awful, even though he told people to go watch it. Like because he didn't see it, he just heard that everyone was doing this, and he gave them permission to actually do this movie. And then at the very end, he just absolutely hated the final editing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's really bad.
So, I'll go into fun facts as you guys, I guess, kind of go along.
Do you want to know what this movie went up against that weekend?
I don't even know.
Okay, I looked it up real quick.
Oh, first you. Okay, good.
All right, because I was really curious what came out that weekend. All right, so I'll go from top to bottom here. All right, so Dragonball Evolution, The Haunting in Connecticut, I Love You Man,
Okay.
The Knowing,
Oh, great movie.
Observe and Report, Monsters vs. Aliens, and the top 2 movies, number 2 was Fast and Furious.
Dang.
Did you know that came
Which
out
one?
in 2009? I thought that was an older movie.
Well, no, there's the Fast and the Furious, and then they made Fast and Furious later.
Okay, so that's a different
The
one.
second one. Yeah, it's the second one. I think.
Why would they do that? I don't know. But they did. What was the number 1 movie?
The Hannah Montana movie. It made. Here's what it made: $32 million.
That's great.
32 million.
And hey, that's some competition. Like, I can understand why it got 8.
Some might say that movie came in like a wrecking ball. No?
I got it.
Okay.
So,
I get it.
before we get into like anything, I'll start talking about the characters like in the movie.
Well, Justin, you gotta do fun facts.
Oh yeah, fun facts theme.
All right.
Let's do it, Justin.
I really don't want to do one for this. I feel like I feel like it doesn't deserve it.
Come on, hey,
It doesn't.
you did one for Super Mario Brothers. You can't do one for this.
That was a good
At least I
movie.
like Mario. All right, here we go. I gotta come up with something here.
Do you want me to crop in the Dragon Ball Z one that you did? when we
Yeah,
first
do that
did?
one.
No.
All right, so he's gonna edit that in. Dragon Ball Z sucks. Fun facts.
Okay.
That's how much I don't like this movie right now.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
All right.
So anyway, all the actors and actresses, they did a lot of work for their roles in this movie. It doesn't show, but they did a lot of work.
Well, as long as they took it seriously, that's all that matters.
They did take it very seriously. So Chadwin, the main character in the movie, he is also famous for Shameless. He was one of the main characters of season 1 in Shameless. And then Emily, what is her name? Rosem?
Emma Rossum.
Yeah.
She was also in
she
Shameless.
She is also in Shameless. So this is how they kind of met professionally. They met on this movie, and they actually became stars in a hit TV show, Shameless. So Chadwin, he did a lot of things to prepare for his role. He did 5-hour training days for 5 weeks. He had a diet of a very strict regimen of 7 meals consisting of only protein, cheese, and fruit and vegetables, and he did that for 5 months. And then he cut out sugar, bread, pasta, and just like all different pretty much carbs.
It
just
was
to
all worth
get in
it.
shape for this movie.
Do you think,
right?
Do you think he regretted it?
Probably. He's like, this is
What
shit.
was the time?
So, the girl that played Bulma, Emily, whatever her name is.
Emma.
Yeah.
Emma
The gir-
Rossum.
Yeah, so she actually became like a specialist weapon master. I don't know what you would call it, just a weapon specialist. And she trained for almost a half a year at a fire range with Marines just to get good with a gun.
All worth it.
How did what's the main guy's name? Justin Chatwick.
Yeah.
How did he make himself not look Asian? Because I'm guessing he's Asian, right? Everybody in this movie
He's
is
not
Asian
Asian.
except for him.
He's not
Oh,
Asian.
okay.
Oh, he's not?
Okay.
No, he's definitely not Asian. There was a big complaint
Okay.
about that because him and
Yeah.
Bulma did not come across as Asian.
At least he
But
had the
everyone
gray
else
hair.
in the movie was Asian.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was. Okay, obviously he's an alien, right? So it makes sense as to why he doesn't look like his grandfather. But did he never question the fact that his grandfather was Asian and he was white?
He's just a normal high school boy.
High school boy.
He doesn't
With a-
understand.
With an Asian grandfather, yeah. It's very
Yeah.
interesting.
So the guy that played Piccolo, he was
Yes.
actually a fan of the animated series.
Then why did he do this?
It's James Masters, right?
Yes, James Masters.
Yeah.
James Masters. He was Piccolo. He actually was super stoked about this movie.
He's actually a great actor. He's in
He is a really
Buffy,
good actor.
and he's in Smallville, and he's a great actor.
No, he really is a good actor. I enjoyed him. I don't think he did bad at his role.
No.
It was
No,
just
he-
it was just
He looked terrible.
yeah. So that was actually his idea, the way that he looked. He said that they were trying to make him look really handsome, and he goes, "No, you need to make me as ugly as possible."
Here's what I have
That's why
about
they looked at
Piccolo.
him.
The first time I saw him, I put, "Oh my God, Piccolo looks like a YouTube-funded fan film ripoff." That's how bad he
He
looks.
does.
He looks like a
So-
scroll, except worse.
So he actually really enjoyed the first script that they wrote, but the budget was too, like, it would have cost too much money to make the first script, so they had to keep rewriting it. So they rewrote the movie 5 different times, and when it got to the very end, he was like, "Okay, this is not terrible," but then the director wrote the last one, and was complete shit, and that's what it became.
The director
So-
wasn't Brett Ratner, though, right? He was produced by Brett Ratner.
It was produced, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. The director was the one that he did Final Destination. Yeah.
James Wong.
James Wong. Yeah. James Wong was the director. He did Final Destinations. He did all the Final Destinations, I think.
According to
The
this,
whole
this was
series.
his last movie.
Yeah, it shows. It
He
definitely
was checked
shows.
out.
He did Final
didn't need to
Destination
direct-
and Final Destination 3, and then Dragonball Evolution, and then no more.
Did he do,
Yeah,
did he do one,
he
Justin?
didn't need to do anything after this.
Did he
honestly.
do the movie 1?
Yeah, the
I don't know
one.
if he did the.
Yeah, he
I
did
don't
the
know if
one.
he
Yeah.
did the movie 1.
In
What
the
is that
movie The One, it's a kung fu movie.
Jet Li,
In
right?
it, yeah, in it, Jet Li fights himself just like the girl does in this movie. Chi-Chi fights herself in this movie. So that's like his,
Chi-Chi actually had to train for her doppelganger. She that fight lasted that choreograph when it came to that. She trained. I don't know how long. I think it was
7 months.
3 weeks. No, she trained 3 weeks for just that one scene. And
Really?
to get all the choreographing right when it came to her and herself.
It was all worth it.
did she pull a Jesse Smollett and beat herself up? Topical. Is that his name? Jesse
Wow.
Smollett?
Dang.
Topical.
Okay, here.
What a
she
weird,
trained-
what a crazy story.
She trained every day for 1 month for that scene. Do you want to know who was supposed to play Goku?
Yes.
Tom Welling.
Just ordinary high
Well,
school.
I'm glad they weren't good. I'm glad the intention was to never go with Asian person. They just always wanted a white guy with blue eyes to be.
Yeah. So
Goku.
Tom Welling was supposed to play Goku, but his scheduling with Smallville conflicted with the movie.
Yeah,
so he
his
couldn't do
scheduling.
He's like, nope.
Fuck no.
it. So yeah,
That's interesting. Okay.
that would. How do you guys think that would have ended up? It would have ended up weird, in my opinion.
It wouldn't have helped at all, unfortunately.
You don't think so?
The acting wasn't the worst part of this movie. It was just
Everything else.
everything else about it. Yeah.
It
everything
was
else
it
about
was the CGI. It was the way that I don't know what.
Yeah.
I can't really put my finger on it because there was a bunch of things wrong.
I can.
With it.
Right,
So let's
right.
I guess let's go into the movie. So the opening scene is Goku fighting his uncle Gohan
Terrible
That's his
green screen.
grandpa.
or grandpa. My bad. Yeah.
His son? Oh, wait, he's his son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible green screen. Doesn't make any sense. how they're fighting.
How'd you guys
at all.
feel? How'd you guys feel about all the stunts?
They're fine.
I kind of liked the fighting was okay.
The fighting outside of the party was really cool, where he didn't punch anybody. They all had to punch each other.
That was really
That was
good.
a cool. That was a good scene.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like the next scene after the whole locker room scene or the locker scene with Chi-Chi.
Yeah, so he has like airbending powers.
That pissed me off. I was like, I don't remember airbending in this TV show. They just
I was
shot,
disappointed.
The way that they portray his abilities that he can use when it comes to concentrating his chi is really weird.
Just
it's not
shoot energy
consistent
balls.
at all.
Just shoot
it's not
energy
consistent
balls.
at all.
I just wish he would have
but-
ah.
just sat there like he was about to take a dump, just like in the show.
Shut up. I'm explaining the scene.
20 minutes into the
Chi-Chi
movie,
couldn't
he's still
Chi-Chi
standing
couldn't
there.
get her,
Yeah.
Chi-Chi couldn't get her locker open.
Will Goku power up?
So
Why not in the
Goku
sequel?
used.
So the whole episode would have been him trying to charge up and open the locker if it was a TV show.
I hate you guys.
Go ahead.
So Goku, Chi-Chi, she's trying to get her locker open, and she can't. And then Goku waits till everyone leaves, and then uses some chi ability that he has, and opens every single locker all the way down the hallway. I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Airbending.
Airbending, yeah.
And then she invited him to a party.
Yeah,
and
she
he's
invited
looking
him
at
to a
himself.
party.
He's looking at himself in the mirror, and he's greasing his hair back, and it just flips back up as messy. So
Because
stupid.
that's how Goku's hair is. That's how Goku's
Okay.
hair is. It's
Looks just like
iconic
Goku.
hair. They
Spinning
wanted
image.
they wanted to give him they wanted him to wear a wig, but the director said no. It's too, I guess, like cartoonish. So they wanted,
Sure.
yeah. So he spent like, I don't know, an hour every single day just doing his hair, like the hair people did. I don't know what you would call them, the hairstylists.
hairdressers.
Worth it.
Hairdressers, yeah. So then when he gets to the party, there's a fight scene with like a bunch
Right.
of people. He never hits any of them, but they beat up a car and they beat up each other. It reminded me of Karate Kid when the new one, when Jackie Chan like beat up all those kids and he didn't really touch them.
I forgot about the fact that he beat up kids and Karate Kids. An old man beat up a bunch of kids. Hey, remember when on this movie Goku slides across the car in his head? That was pretty cool.
That was pretty good. That
this
was
is
my
probably-
favorite scene.
This is probably my favorite scene, I think.
No, it really is actually. The fight
So-
It was very well
choreographed. Is
choreographed.
pretty good.
So
It
the
was.
Most
the
of that
stunt
stuff
team,
was.
So
Yeah.
a lot of the fights, a lot of it had to do with the stunt team. They were a really good stunt team. They're
Yeah.
called 8711 Action Design, and they're the stunt team that was involved with The Matrix, 300, Hunger Games, and Fight Club.
Makes sense. All right.
Okay.
So they did have a really good stunt team in this movie. They honestly had some good things about this movie. They just didn't execute really well at all. It was terrible.
Right. Right.
It's a lot of movies,
But-
though. There's a lot of good ideas that don't get executed
Yeah.
well.
So how did you guys feel about like the design of the movie? Like, cause I know I felt like the design of the movie and the tone were completely different.
It felt fake.
It did feel very fake.
Yeah, none of the backgrounds looked realistic.
No.
Everything just seems very odd.
A lot
And
of it was green screen.
they go to like the master's house or whatever, and it's like a really cool house. It's like in like water or something by itself. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's just cool, but it's like I'd like to see like more of this universe, not just a random house that's like this. This whole thing could be kind of cool if they did it that way. You know what I mean? But they just kind of threw everything together.
It was
at the
all
last
about
minute,
it was
feels
all
like.
about budget. So a lot of the things that they didn't add, a lot of it had to do with budget because this movie didn't have a really big budget. But
And
it
it was a
was
cash grab.
filmed. It was filmed in a lot of places.
Right.
Mexico. It was filmed in California. It was filmed in the Rocky Mountains. So it was
It's almost
filmed in a
what
lot
it
of
feels
places.
like to me is that instead of a smooth transition, it felt like you're going from set piece to set piece.
Yeah,
I know that's
Yeah,
how a
no,
movie
they're-
would
they're-
actually be, but some good movies are able to hide that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I feel like, okay, you have this part of the play, now we're going to switch the scene out. It almost felt like that, and it was really annoying.
Every plot was like every setting was different. Like nothing was coherent about it, so it didn't blend together. Every set was different, looking and weird.
Yeah.
So Grandpa dies.
Grandpa dies. Piccolo kills him.
It's a meteor.
Crushes his house. I don't know why he didn't just crush him. He just had to crush
Yeah, I
his
know.
house.
He can just crush everybody there. Well, what's Goku's plan here? Why does he want the 7 Dragon Balls in this?
To save his
It's
grandpa,
okay.
right?
To take over the no. Why does Piccolo want the Dragon Balls?
To rule the world.
Yeah, I was about to
Why
say.
does he want to rule the world?
Because he's a bad
Because-
guy.
Why does he rule his own planet?
Because he's
He
stuck
complains about the planet.
Because he's
alive.
stuck on Earth. He's stuck on Earth.
Oh, okay. He's stuck on Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
he's
didn't realize that.
just doing what he
Doing what he does.
doing what he does.
Yeah. So he steals. He has that, but he's looking for the Dragon Ball. But the Dragon Ball is with Goku, and so he crushes the house and crushes him, and then Goku goes and finds. Is that when he meets Bulma?
Yeah. So Bulma comes into the picture where Goku he gets his suit. He like goes to his bedroom and he gets his orange suit.
Classic suit. He
So
won't wear it till later.
so guess how many different costumes they had until they could get that perfect suit that they gave him.
200.
How many?
50 different costumes were made.
That's close.
And he wore them, all 50 of them, until the director said, "Hey, no, this is the one that we needed to get."
That probably sounds pretty.
crazy.
That sounds pretty normal, though. I bet you
Yeah,
they do that a
probably so.
lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot, though.
it's a lot of suits.
So when Chadwick he actually auditioned for the part, it was really weird because the way that they did the audition, he had to dress up in the suit, go to the mountains in California, and do scenes of the actual movie in the suit and like charging up. And he was like, "Okay, so this is about to come from your hand, so act like this is coming from your hand." So he would like charge up. And
I want to see video of that. Just him yelling,
Yeah.
just with no one else around by a camera.
His little basketball he's holding in his hand. Oh man, that's
So,
funny.
yeah.
What's my
Could
motivation
you picture
here?
Tom Welling doing all that?
Yeah. Oh man.
But, yeah.
Okay. So then they go to his master's house, and what's his name? Master Yoshi?
Roshi.
And he in the show, if I remember correctly, is the pervert, right? He's the one.
Yes, he's the pervert. That's why they took out like a magazine and they're like, "This is a bikini issue." He was like, "Oh, that's a collectible."
Yeah. And does he like hit on Boma or something?
I did. Yeah, I did catch it. I
Well,
was
he
like,
touches
that
Bulma's
was
butt.
funny.
That's right.
He touches
That's right.
Bulma's butt and then like drops her. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of liked
Classic.
Roshi
I'm
in
glad they-
this. He was.
Did
He was
you?
okay.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad character. He is probably the one that resembled the character within the TV show the most.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Why wasn't like anybody else in there? Like what was it? Krillin or the love child?
I don't know why
The
Krillin
love
wasn't
slave?
in there.
The love child. What?
The love slave. The love slave from the
Yeah, Tien,
the 3-eyed one.
Oh, yeah.
Tien, and Chatsu and Krillin were not in this movie. I don't know why they decided to go different.
I like
But,
Krillin.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like
I
Krillin
don't-
too.
Yeah, they didn't add him in this movie. I don't know if they just couldn't find a small person to shave their head. I don't know.
They just
Good
need.
minute.
I think he would. I liked Krillin as a character because he was normal.
Yeah.
He actually
Yeah.
he was
Or,
actually scared of things like a normal person would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or watered down Goku. I liked him too.
So how'd you guys feel about Yamcha?
Who's that?
Is that supposed to be like he was in the
Yamcha.
show?
No.
Who's
But how'd
Yamcha?
you guys feel about? He was the character that trapped him in a hole.
I just remember him dying.
Who is he supposed to be in the show?
I just remember him
That's
dying.
Yamcha. Yamcha's in the show. You guys called him doppelganger Goku or something like that.
Oh yeah, watered down Goku. That's him.
Yeah, watered down. Yeah, that's Yamcha.
What the heck?
Nothing like him on the TV show.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Interesting.
So he's actually he's probably one of the most famous people in the movie. He is a pop star from Korea, from a boy band named God, and has sold millions and millions of records. and got back together in 2014.
Good for him.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's G.O.D.
Gotcha.
All in caps.
I wonder what it stands for.
Okay, so I'm looking at his Wikipedia here. He's done a lot of movies here. He did Speed Racer. He did Dragon Ball and Hero 108. And his role was Mr. No Hands.
Do you think he had hands?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to look up this band and see what GOD stands for. Let's see here. Groove Overdose.
Is it really?
Yep.
Groove Overdose. Okay.
I didn't know overdose was 2 words. I don't think it is.
It was
But,
funny
hey.
because I was reading through like a lot of fun facts, and they go,
Uh-huh.
"So, did anyone think that Yamcha's voice was really, really good? That's because he's a part of a boy band named G."
Gotcha.
I'm like, what?
I did not think of anything like that.
I didn't think anything like that.
You guys didn't watch this and were like, ooh, his voice.
Who?
All I thought was, who is
Like
this?
chills.
Who is this annoying side character?
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think anything like that. It's okay. So let's get on the movie. So his Piccolo's, he's collecting all the Dragon Balls, and Goku, Master Roshi, he's learning a lot more about his chi. He's trying to learn the Kamehameha wave.
Uh-huh.
So, and then he gets Chi-Chi. Basically, Chi-Chi wants his D. And how do you guys feel about Chi-Chi?
I mean, pretty two-dimensional character, but
Just like in the show.
just like in
you
the
don't
show.
really see
No,
her
in
much.
in the show she's psycho. Remember, she's like, "Go come back!" and like
She is
freaking
really
out. all-
psycho.
She's still
really psycho,
two-dimensional.
so-
Yeah, she
But
is,
at least
yeah.
she's kind of funny in the show.
Yeah.
Like she
So
did.
she-
She actually has some sense to her in the show.
Right.
She actually, I liked her. Not just because I thought she was pretty good looking, but I
really?
did like her as a character. She felt the most normal out of everyone, basically.
She did. She did.
But I don't know if that was just because everyone was just so extreme, or if I don't know. But she actually, the actress, she actually got her fame from The Real World on MTV.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great actress, then you can tell already.
Yeah.
She looked familiar though. Is she in other stuff?
She is in a lot of other movies. She really,
she?
yeah.
What's her name?
I
Do
d-
you know?
Jamie
Jamie
I'll look
Chung.
it up.
Jamie Chung.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
She played.
not-
She was on Big Hero 6. She was Go-Go Tomogo.
Oh, okay.
She was in Sucker Punch, Grown Ups.
Sucker Punch is probably what I'm thinking of.
That's about it.
Cool. Yeah, she was fine. I mean, like I said, none of the actresses in this were bad. I didn't think it was just the characters themselves. Oh, she was. Oh, never mind. I don't want to tell you that. It's embarrassing. Where I know her from.
Nope,
Anyways,
nope.
No,
You can't do that.
You gotta tell us now. You gotta tell us now.
Go.
It's
She's
from a chick
Mulan.
flick, isn't it?
She's Mulan in About Time, or about Once Upon a Time.
She's Mulan and Once Upon a Time.
What's
Yeah,
Once Upon a Time?
That show about on ABC. It's like a soap opera with Disney characters.
Oh, I would start.
I know what you're
I
talking
remember.
about.
I watched that when it came out. It just didn't interest me because I thought the
Yeah.
premise was
So,
interesting.
Okay, hold on. So she's
Kind of a
Mulan and
girly
Once
show.
Upon a Time.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched up to like season 2, and she was not in that. So you
No,
must
she-
have,
she-
you must have came in, or you kept watching it past.
It says she was only in 12 episodes.
Yes, I did.
Are you still watching it? Is it
I don't know if it's still on.
It's over.
No, I don't think I've watched. I don't think I watched it with her in it. But I remember looking up like a article where they had like side by side pictures of all of the
No,
actual
no,
Disney
don't.
princesses.
don't say this. Don't. I don't believe you.
Next week we're watching Once Upon a Time, guys.
I don't believe you.
Season 1.
To be honest, I liked the premise when it started, but it just didn't. It didn't catch me. After
It's a great,
I was
it's
like,
a great,
eh.
great premise.
When it got to, so what turned me off, and I remember this in the theaters too. I was okay until it got to the Yamcha part where Yamcha captured him, and then everything past that I hated.
This movie?
Yes.
That's where you
Okay.
drew the line. You're like, you know what?
I was like,
after Yamcha, no. Everything else, it's okay.
Yeah.
This is
I
my
I
breaking
could have
point.
dealt with it. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, once it got to the point where Yamcha like threw them in the hole or whatever, I was like, no, this movie's stupid. I don't like it.
Yeah. We can skip ahead a little bit if y'all want. So
Please.
set up. So then there is a fight where Chi-Chi fights a shapeshifter, and
It's herself.
It's herself. It's a pretty good
Is
fight.
this shapeshifter in the show?
Yeah. So this is the thing. No, the shapeshifter's not in the show.
Oh.
So
Okay.
this is the scene that she trained a month for
Well,
for the choreographing.
yeah.
Worth it.
So worth it. Okay, so then I don't know. Just kind of skip to the end. I mean, what else
Please.
really talk about other than
Goku died basically,
Goku died, right?
He turns into
And
a
then-
monkey.
and then
Turned into a monkey.
Well, I was about to say Goku
Okay.
died, and then Masaroshi used the Kamehameha to revive him, which that's
That's
not
it.
what it does in the TV show.
Well, I thought it kills
doesn't
people.
have-
What does it do?
It doesn't have all these abilities that it can do.
What does it do though?
It's just like a big, huge energy blast
Well, I think before
that
we
you
say
blast
for
away
sure,
your enemies.
I think before we say that it doesn't do something, we should make sure we know what it is. And I don't think anybody that makes Dragon Ball knows exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I know it takes them
should've-
3 episodes to get ready.
and then they hit him and they say they didn't even make a scratch on him. How's
Oh
that
no!
possible?
His power level! Where's the power levels in
Is
this,
he a
John?
Super Saiyan?
There's no power levels.
There was no power levels in this. Explain, John. Where are the
great.
power levels?
The power levels were awful. The creator didn't like the power levels, so why would they add them into this movie?
Oh, why did he let him make the movie? It was so awful to begin with.
I don't know.
Anyways, okay.
I told
then
you
they
he
go-
hated it. Everyone hated this movie.
And then they have the last scene, or the last fight, which is Piccolo fighting Goku.
Which
Fighting
was
for the
not
last-
terrible.
No, it's fine.
It reminded me of a little bit better graphics than a Power Ranger movie.
The special
Yeah.
effects are pretty bad, but the spirit of it was like Dragon Ball, like where they jump up in the air and they're like fighting in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least what I
it's-
think.
Without the 3 episodes of
it's
charging
great.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what a fight should have been in the
Yeah,
show.
exactly.
Maybe I should have you guys watch a Dragon Ball Z like movie.
No.
Because
No.
they can't do the whole charging up for like 3 episodes.
I'm not watching any more after
because
this.
it would be the whole movie.
I have already pushed past my limit of this fucking series.
You said that I couldn't do any more Dragon Ball Z
TV shows.
TV shows.
If you want to make us watch a movie, you can do that.
No, why are you doing
You're
that?
But just think about the repercussions Justin's gonna put you through. He's gonna have us watch something terrible.
You could have us watch like Teletubbies or something.
I have a
Dora the
backlog of
Explorer.
shitty things you can watch. I will get my revenge if I have to do that.
So George Lucas and Zack Snyder were asked to direct this, but they were too busy to actually do it. But they were considering it if they weren't.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Zack Snyder version of this.
It would have
his
been
style
so
of
much
movie.
better.
It would have been
Even the
better,
George
yeah.
Lucas one would have been better.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone says the whole reason that this movie was so bad was because Fox had a big say in it, and the director had a big say in it, and
Again, movies never turn out good when the producers have a lot of say in it. I feel like.
they don't.
Yeah.
Except if it's Christopher
Um,
Nolan.
So there's
Yeah, that's right.
So there's a bunch of, I guess, people that have tried to reenact like a live action of Dragon Ball Z, and you guys should honestly go watch them on YouTube because
Like
they are
fan films?
so much better than this movie
No.
when it comes to the CGI. They really are. I promise you, they are.
No.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was just because CGI was kind of expensive to do at the time in 2009, but nowadays like a lot of people can actually do CGI and it not be that expensive, and a lot of people now that recreate they don't recreate the movie, but they create certain stories within the TV show. And I honestly think they do a really good job.
Here's my issue
it's
with
a
that.
lot better than this movie.
I don't even like the source material. So I'm not saying that trying to be
Probably
like,
not
well,
gonna like
so many other people disagree with you.
that's fine. I'm just saying it's not my thing, which
Yeah.
Well, it should be. I'm just saying.
it just doesn't interest me.
It should
Yeah.
be. It should interest you. You should be very interested right now, Justin.
I'm not.
Oh man.
So yeah, they have a fight. Goku finally does the Kamehameha and kills Piccolo. Not kills him, but defeats him.
You think he kills him?
Yeah,
But Trick,
defeats him. Defeats him.
it went Marvel
and then-
on you.
And then Master Roshi dies within the fight, and then gets resurrected from the Dragon Balls.
Why wouldn't he just resurrect everybody that died in the course of Piccolo? Because they did that in the show. Bring back the grandfather, bring back the house.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't know that they don't know what the Dragon Balls actually do really. And the
Well,
story
you-
behind the Dragon Balls is kind of stupid. They don't really tell like the how they're created or anything like that right.
What'd y'all think of the dragon and the
The
eight
dragon was
special
awful.
effects?
I hated the
Yeah.
dragon. I hated the
What about-
dragon. The
What about the monkey?
The monkey was terrible too.
The monkey's pretty bad.
Because in the TV show he grows to like I don't know how tall, like a 5-story building.
Yeah.
And here he maybe grew like to 10 feet.
Yeah. It was interesting.
It's stupid. The word you're looking for is stupid.
That's it.
I feel like they should have had Vegeta in this.
Yeah.
So Vegeta didn't. So this is Dragon Ball. So this is
Right.
they're telling the story of Goku when he was growing up. Like this, there's a version of Dragon Ball where it's like in between, like the main story of Dragon Ball when he's a little kid, and then Dragon Ball Z when he's a full-grown adult. Like this is like
Right.
it's like the last season of Dragon Ball, and
But if
this is
they're not
what
gonna-
this story was telling.
But if they're not going to stick to the story, might as well add good characters like Vegeta or
yeah.
Krillin.
Krillin.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do it.
I would have much rather watched like 30 episodes of Vegeta saying, "Is he Super Saiyan? Is he Super Saiyan now?" Like, Super Saiyan. Okay.
Wait! Has he actually done it? There's no way someone like him could become a Super Saiyan! Become a Super Saiyan?
So the
Has he
movie-
become the legendary Super Saiyan? Hell, bring that
So-
Frieza guy in there.
So
Yeah.
the movie completely bombed, and
Okay.
a lot of people didn't want to like go see a second one. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
understood that. They didn't make any money off this movie. They actually lost money.
Good.
So
Mm-hmm.
they just completely like ripped apart the whole entire thing, and yeah.
Some things should just stay in cartoon form.
When it came to the three that we've watched up until this point, so we watched Super Mario Brothers, we watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we watched Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
What would you guys say the best story out of all of them would be?
So you only going to rank them all?
Well, I want to rank different things about them. So I don't want to rank them
Because he doesn't want to hear that Dragon Ball's the worst.
No, no. I want to rank them by just. Hey, listen. So I want to rank them through like actual like I guess categories. So which one did you guys think had the best story?
Probably Mario.
What?
Look, I said we're
That
trying.
was Chris's movie, and Chris goes, "What?"
The best story?
We're really, we're really cutting, thin lines here. But I thought it was better than the other two.
That was
Story-wise.
the craziest one. Story-wise,
Story-wise, I'd say Avatar.
I would say.
Are we talking about story concept or story execution?
Okay, we're talking about, I guess, story concept.
I'm gonna stick with Avatar.
All right,
Last
I'll
Airbender.
go back to Avatar because
Yeah,
if you're
that's what
telling
I
me
would
like
say.
it for the story itself as a whole, I thought maybe Mario was a little bit better.
Well, no, I agree with you. Like, if you say like how they presented it, I think Mario was
Yes,
better.
that's kind of how I was
But-
taking the question. But the story
Yeah,
concept
the
overall,
concept-
Avatar, because I know the story, but it was not done very well.
Right.
So you think Mario was done better than that
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
came to execution? I thought
I don't mean, like-
I thought
I don't-
Avatar would win both of those categories.
I don't think. No, I mean like just like the commitment. The sets were really cool. I mean, I think they flushed out the story in Super Smash Bros. Or Super Mario Brothers. I feel like Avatar was too clunky and the pace was so bad.
I was more immersed in the world of Mario than Avatar.
Yeah.
Even though that world, because that world, it was original. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Even though it was not done very well,
that is a thing.
they tried to be original at least.
Yeah.
Dino Hatton. Yeah. what
They tried.
So Chris, this one's for you. Which one do you think had the best soundtrack out of the three?
Honestly, it was Avatar. I like when I was like trying to find a theme for it to put in the podcast last week.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this isn't actually bad. It's kind of interesting, but it's not saying much.
Okay, let's go with acting.
I'm gonna go with Mario, man.
Mario.
I would say Dragon Ball
Okay.
when it came to the acting.
Maybe. I don't know. I think the Mario stuff was pretty good.
I didn't see. I thought they were all bad actors, in my opinion, and I criticized that when it came to the Mario because I just hated Mario so much. All right, so I guess overall now, which one? How would you rank them?
Go ahead, Justin. You go first.
This is tough. Mario, Avatar, Dragon Ball.
I hate you guys.
I'm gonna go Avatar, Mario, Dragon Ball.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Dragon Ball more than Mario. Mario crushed my soul as a kid. I'm going Avatar, Dragon Ball, Mario.
Oh no! Don't.
That's what I'm going. That's what.
No,
I'm
really,
going.
it was.
I'm going. I was gonna go Avatar, Dragon Ball, and then Mario. But in my opinion, Mario had one of the worst scenes of all time. When
elevator?
it comes to movies with the elevator scene.
Let's put this in perspective. They're all shitty movies.
No, they
We're
are.
ranking
No, and that's why
shit.
we did this. That's why we all did this. It's because we all knew they were terrible live action movies.
What I'll
we
give
loved.
Avatar and Dragon Ball is you can tell they at least tried to make something close to the source material, but making like Toad turn into a Goomba is like upsetting to me.
Very upsetting.
So that's why Mario got
Very
third place.
upsetting.
Very upsetting. But man, how about that? How about that Fungus King? That was pretty good. So yeah, all right. So I think we all decided Mario was the best.
Yep.
No, so I guess Justin, you're gonna get a point for this because Avatar got first
Avatar
place.
was-
in two.
Oh,
Avatar
I
was
forgot I was
number
even
one
getting
out of
points.
all of
Why
them.
didn't I go Avatar? I'm changing my
You still got
ranking.
one. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say Avatar.
All right,
Avatar
points.
Avatar gets the points for this.
For the low, you get a point.
I'll take anything I can get.
Okay. Well, thank God we're watching a good thing next week because, God,
What are we watching again next week? I forgot.
we are watching Boy Meets World season 3.
Chris is,
Oh, is this? So this is the only show that's lasted all 3 seasons, right?
Yeah,
Chris is
yeah.
free-
I mean, there's
Chris
others,
is free
there's
point of
others
the
that
year.
are open. Yeah.
Chris is what?
free point of the season.
Justin's still bitter about
He
this.
doesn't like that I have this one. No, but I mean, we have things that are open from the last years. This is the only one we watch consistently every single time. But I just love it so much that I gotta watch it. Honestly, I'm cool just doing the podcast until we finish Boy Meets World. Then we can just stop it. But we gotta keep going until we finish Boy Meets World. So yeah, season 3, it's getting better and better. I love season 3. It's when it starts really ramping up. It'll be a good time. I'm excited for y'all to see it.
If I remember
Just, I know you've
correctly,
seen it.
lots more Corey and Topanga drama.
There is
He's
drama.
getting the big
There's a lot
boy.
of
He's
drama in
becoming a
this
big
one.
boy.
I have
They
no
do.
idea. I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah,
This,
this is your first time watching him, which I'm jealous. I wish I could watch this with new eyes.
He's becoming a big boy now.
This is so good. Yeah, wish I could. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what I remember about the first 2 seasons was, the first season was very kiddish, and the second season was it was moving towards more of an adult type of humor.
Yeah.
What does the third season do?
Season 3 through season 5 is all kind of the same tone. Season 6 and season 7 have kind of its own tone.
This is
of
where
it,
people
like
start
in
to remember
college.
it as what Boy Meets World was. I think it found
Yeah,
its footing
exactly.
here.
Yeah, this is where it starts really owning it. This is where Corey embraces more of being a nerdy guy and less of like trying to be a cool kid, and that's where he's like kind of annoying. This is where they start really fleshing out his character, and it's good. It's fun to watch.
What about Sean? Does
Sean
Sean
is-
have a
Sean
really
is-
prominent role? And Eric, do they have a really prominent role in this movie?
Yeah,
or
they
this
both
show?
do. They flush them out good. Okay. Yeah, so Justin got a point for this terrible 3 things we've watched. I'm glad we're done with
right,
it.
I'm
bitches.
so glad we're done with this. Like,
Yeah.
this is terrible. I
We
hate.
probably should have split it up a little
I
more, but
hated
whatever.
it. I hated it.
Yeah, it's
I hated even my movie. Like, I don't know if you liked watching Super Mario Brothers.
No,
But I
no.
absolutely hated watching this movie. It was dreadful.
I think the only reason Avatar won for me was because I remember it being so bad that it was like, okay, it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. That's the only reason. It was the best out of the 3.
Oh, this movie was definitely as bad as I remember it being.
Yeah, that's bad. All right, John, you want to take us home?
Yeah, so if you guys want to follow us on any social medias, you can find us at Another Man's Pod on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you want to listen to us, you can find us anywhere that you can listen to a podcast, hopefully. Chris, hopefully.
Yes, they're there. Every single place.
I'm so glad. But if you would like to rate us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can also give us money on our Patreon. If you actually decide to do that, we will do a show that you would like to suggest for us to do. Even if none of us have watched it, you can suggest it. We'll all watch it. We'll all have new eyes on it. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So, yeah, if you give $2 to our Patreon, that will happen. You can also get an extra content when it comes to if you give to our Patreon as well. But that was it. So next week we'll be watching Boy Meets World season 3. I'm actually really looking forward to it because I remember liking season 2 a lot.
Yep. I'm excited about it. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I'm excited to see it. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.